Yeah. Back at it. I'm back at it. Jump fresh, shop in that brand new Lex. I always think about money. Hey yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Magic Don Twan back at it again with another video coming at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Before I get deep down into it, go ahead, push that like, subscribe button. You know, hit the notification bell. We can stay up to date on everything popping up here at Stevens Transport. Get with your favorite trainer. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. But yes, man, I had an accident. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. So we sitting down up in California. It was me and the trainee. We was out in Ontario, California, and I had this load. I was way early on the load. So we get to Ontario the day before we shut down. I'm like, hey, look, we just gonna get up early in the morning. We got to get up at least 2 hours because we was 50 miles away from the final, which was headed towards LA. So we get up in the morning time, early as hell. I think the appointment was at 8 o'clock in the morning. We get up in the morning, we head on down through there. We left about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, so we made it over there about 20 minutes before the actual appointment time. And listen, we going to LA. Traffic is crazy in LA, yo. So traffic all the way crazy in LA. So we gets down there, whatever. I find a place. I pull in. It's actually another Stevens driver there where we get unloaded. He's in the dock. So I pulls around. I find a parking spot on the street because that's where you got to go check in. You got to park somewhere on the street. And then you got to go walk down the street and go check in. And so I walk down there, whatever. I check in, come back. I got my trainee sitting in the truck. I walk back down the street, go back to the truck. I wasn't sitting in the truck 5 minutes. They called me, hey, we got a door for you. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I pulls down the street. Now it's a small area over here where we do this delivery at, and this is not some new place. We always deliver. I've been delivering here for the past 4 years. I've been delivering to the same place outside of LA. So we gets over there and they tell me the door, so I pulls up, and where you back in at the door is a light over there. It's a stoplight. So as I seen when I pulled over there was no way I can blindside in, because you would have had to blindside in from that way. So it was no way I could blindside in. So I went around the corner. So I go around the corner. As I'm coming around, it's easy. It's just a block around. You turn around, you go around the block. And I come back around. As I'm coming back around to reset up, it's right there on the corner. It's like, go around, make one right, come down the street, make another right, come down the street, and then you're gonna make another right, come down that street, and then you got to make a quick little left. And then, you know, it's just a little small side street or whatever, still like a box. Make a quick little left to come back down, and then you're gonna go straight down, and then you're gonna make that right there, and that's where the receiver is. Well, as I come all the way down, they teach us how to button hook. And if it wasn't for Stevens Transport training, then this could have been completely worse than what it really was. So I get as close as I can because the streets are tight. Well, the streets not so tight, but people park on the street. And in order to make that turn, you have to button hook. But people are parked on the street. So I got as close as I could to the cars that was parked on the street over there. And then I went on ahead and swung out to the left. Gonna start bringing my trailer over to swing back in to the right to make the button hook. So as I'm cutting over, I know it's a car. As I'm coming down, I see in my mirrors a car trying to go back and forth around me or whatever. And I'm like, hey, he gonna be stuck. In my mind, he trying to get in front of me to make this turn at the on the right. So I'm like, just gonna have to wait, because it ain't nowhere you can go around me. It's oncoming traffic on the left, so I ain't expecting you to go to my left. I know you're trying to go right. So as I'm coming down, I'm going straight ahead, and I went on ahead. I cut left, started bringing my trailer over. I can see him in my mirror as I'm cutting left, and then as I'm bringing it back right, he disappeared. And I'm bringing it back right. And I just look up in the mirror. As I'm looking in the mirror, he is trying to squeeze in between me and another car. But thank God for Steven's training, because I blocked all that off. So in my mind, it's like, why you even try to sneak through that little hole? But Steven's response to that was, hey, they're going to try to get in between any little hole. A car going to try to get in between any little hole. And I was like, man, he was just an idiot, because the little space that was there, a motorcycle wouldn't even try to get through there. So he just tried to take a chance on something, and then it didn't pan out that way. Well, his bumper got took off because he tried to squeeze in between. So he pushed his own bumper off trying to squeeze in between there. I never took his bumper off. He took his own bumper off. So I did the right thing or whatever. I stopped right there, made sure he was all right. He looking distraught. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You know? So after I get him calmed down, hey, just calm down real quick. Hold on. You got insurance, man. You know, this could be his big day. Really, because in anybody's eyes, a rig just hit you. This could be his big day. He like, yeah, I got insurance, a foreign guy. Yeah, I got insurance or whatever, you know. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Let me pull this truck out the street. There's nobody hurt. No real damage caused anywhere. No damage to Steven's equipment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let me move this truck out the street. Let me move to the side. You know, no real damage. Let me call Stevens. Let me call the police. Never told him I was calling the police, but I already know what I gotta do. So as I pull him, I'm pulling over to the side. I'm calling Stevens. I let him know what's going on. They instantly put me on safety hold. Instantly. I'm like, what the heck? I just told him, you know, what happened. So gets my truck pulled over. I get out to go find the guy. This guy done hauled ass. He done picked his bumper up and hauled ass. This was the crazy thing. So I had to go ahead, deliver. And after I deliver, I found out why I'm on safety hold, because you got to go through the whole process. You know, oh, what if they call back and, you know, say you did this, that, and the third. So we need you to go over to Ontario. After I got empty now, take a drug test and breathalyzer and all of this. I'm like, oh, man, again? So I went and I did everything that I had to do or whatever. And, you know, after I did that, I'm like, all right, everything cool. They take me off safety hold. They take me off safety hold. I'm keeping it pushing now. We done already talked. No damage to Steven's equipment. You know, no damage to nobody. I done did everything I had to do. Post-accident stuff, you know. They put me on safety hold again. Now, I'm about to go home at this point. No, I'm not mad and I'm about to go home. I already got home time set up. Oh, you got to come back to the yard and you got to talk to Kip. I'm like, what I got to talk to Kip for? That's what I don't understand. The man hit me and ran. I still got to come back to the yard and talk to Kip. You better put Kip on the phone. Why I got to come to the office and talk to Kip? So come to find out, they be trying to make you go through a little retrain, even if somebody hits you. Yo, I had to break it down to Kip like I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I talked to Kip. Kip was cool and everything. Talked to him about everything. But the thing is, having an accident at Stevens Transport, like, having an accident anywhere is already enough. But then you got to go through this whole ringer and this whole questioning investigation. Even after you got a whole police report of what done happened. Even a hit and run. I can't even talk about the other person. It was a hit and run, you know. So, but they took us down. They took me through the shit, you know. So, but I did everything I had to do. But yes, I've had an accident at Stevens Transport, and I had to go through heck and high water to get cleared of all of it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was my little accident story, and that's how Stevens Transport reacted to me having an accident at Stevens Transport. And you know, that, of course, they made it as a non-preventable. It's a non-preventable accident. Somebody hit me and ran, actually, you know, and I had to sit there and tell them, yo, it was the reason it wasn't worse was because I follow my training. You know what I'm saying? So I follow my training, in which, you know, I take that all the way through and I teach it to my students, man. That's the first time I ever had. Yes, if you would like to rock with me as your trainer, get with the trainer, trainee, you know, student planner. Let them come get to you, and they'll send you straight to me. Tell them you want to holler at Antoine Williams. You know, you want him to be your trainer. And then, hey, we're going to link up. We're going to connect. But at the end of it all, hey, back at it again. Magic Don Twan on the highway. Hit that like and subscribe button. And I'm out.